Hey folks, so I'm excited to share our new data-driven reteaching feature. I am at the grading summary screen where I have graded some sample student work where students wrote a paragraph persuasively on the use of social media. And so I have graded all of my students, I've given feedback to all of my students, and what would be ideal is if I had seen some gaps or some trends in terms of student learning needs, if I could develop resources that specifically and precisely close those gaps. And so now, when you click this Reteaching Worksheet button, the big yellow button, the AI assistant is actually going to do some data processing for you. So it's going to take a look at each individual student's strength, their gaps. It's going to pull representative samples of student work that are at different scoring ranges, and it's going to distill all of that through analysis to the trend in terms of learning gaps, the error that students are most commonly making, the change that we should seek, as well as designing and describing a reteaching resource that we can use. So let's take a look at what it's come up with here. So I see that it has done this little data debrief. It looks like students are not using multiple sources or types of evidence, and we should aim to help students incorporate more diverse evidence to support their claims. It's given me a reteaching objective and a practice activity where students are practicing supporting their arguments with evidence. Revising a non-exemplar student response is a great reteaching activity. So it's given me the objective, it's describing the resource, and now it's going to give me some next steps. So before it actually takes the action of building this resource for me, it's going to ask me for some input. And so I can either give it the grade level and ask it to build the resource, and also provide any other input that I need to give about how much time I have to teach, or any other details that could be relevant. Or it's also given me some other options here for different reteaching exercises that I could do and that it can build for me. For now, let's just say, build me the resource you described for my 8th grade classroom. We'll click send. And now the AI is producing exactly that resource. So it's providing the instructions, and then it looks like we have an activity where students have a claim, and then they are actually selecting the best evidence, 2 pieces of evidence, for each claim. That's actually fantastic as far as a practice activity to really isolate the specific skill of selecting multiple pieces of evidence and selecting the best evidence. This is a great way to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and actually add this over to the document. The AI is asking me for some next steps here as well, but I'm going to go ahead and just delete those out of the document. I don't think I need a conclusion. And before I do anything, I'm actually going to save this just in case. And I can wordsmith and revise this as I please. There are also AI tools within the editor. So I can go here and I could, for example, translate sections or all of the text. I can make them shorter, I can make them longer. And soon there will be even more tools to just adjust and refine these resources to make them perfect, as well as get them into the places that you need them, like Google Docs and DocX. So we hope that this feature helps you to more efficiently close learning gaps that you observe when you're grading and giving feedback, making data-driven instruction extremely smooth and more sustainable for teachers. Thanks for trying it out, and looking forward to getting your feedback.